wild, powerful, and sometimes look like a hobo. Druid is our bright star today. Hello there, this is Nico from Apocryptica channel. Druid became a strange class after a while. In many cases, what I see is gameplay more cliched than a rogue or barbarian. For the most of the time, we see some hardcore wild insane dude with a stick, dressed like a homeless with branches, leaves and flowers sticking everywhere. Just look for some deviant art for inspiration and you will see those tropes everywhere. So, how we can fix the image for our hero and didn't lost appearance much? First of all, some historic inspiration will be useful. One of the earliest depictions we could have in encounter with Celts and Saxons versus Romans of Caesar. In his memories, he described Druids as spiritual leaders who despise writing things down because they think that recording have a bad consequences to brain memory. In many visual depictions, Druids wears long white robes, grow beard, and look very clean and very intimidating. They have sharp mind and environmental beliefs in world balance. Balance is not dirt and anxiety. Balance is neutrality, as I see, is understanding of order of nature. Biome can balancing itself, but this is still is not a pleasant place. Nature have harsh winters, natural predators, and natural disasters. For environmental mindset of Druid, nature always give a living being a challenge for any basic needs. Food, shelter and partner is not give by nature for granted. Many hippies have such distorted type of mindset of nature where everybody happy. What can I say? Don't do drug, kids. Okay, back to Druid. Death is not something of a tragedy for him. From ground we grow, in ground we lay. For nature, rising a dead body or being in search of immortality is a nerf way. Magic which Druid is representing more came from following along with nature and not abusing it. Top tier enemy for druidic belief is a wizard necromancer. Without any belief barriers and greedy thoughts, but even current gods are not impressed the druid. In his understanding of gods, they look like him as a powerful tyrants who demand worshipping and sacrifices, and in return he can granted a power for cultist as he pleased. So for behavior I hope I give some ideas, but what about outfits? Well, a white robe is not really an original and inspiring thing. It's more like a canvas for some native tribal trinkets, stitchlings, ornaments, and of course, I granted you a permission to look on feet some dead plants, but not much. Let's mention basic subclasses because they will influence our general appearance. Circle of Earth is basically a jungle style of ranger with ability to wild shape. So this kind of druid must have more sneaky and warlike appearance. Even if druid did not wear armor, he can use leather bits of clothes for his robe, which will be more strict and not very unwieldy. Of course, this is only my advice. Circle of Moon is all about wild shaping. This means that our druid will be more grumpier and more introverted in the most cases. His animal forms will be more powerful and reliable than in Circle Druids. That is the reason why most of the Druids players like Moon Druids, or they're just Sailor Moon whips, who knows. Nevertheless, Druids at the high levels gain abilities of easy spellcasting and infinite world shaping, which mean for killing a high level druid he must absorb couple of hundreds of hits and at the one round, because in another round he world shaped again and reset all of his hit points. Anyway, so what type of race is more suitable for this class? Good idea will be move to tough and wisdom. Wisdom is needed for spellcasting and toughness will be useful not only for character itself, but for his forms too. As for aesthetic design, Dwarf Druid is hard to imagine for me, but this is just my enclosed mind who see the dwarves a very industrial and a very industrial-like creature. But all other creatures of nature can be yours and many more on my Patreon page. Didn't know where to start? Begin your journey with free Ranger class, the most powerful class in D&D. Link in the description. And for this time, I will see you all in another video really soon.